What is up guys, it is LBCtechtherapy here, and today we're going to talk about the OnePlus 6. And first off, I want to talk about the company OnePlus because they've always made sure that their users had a very good and solid experience, and not just by on the inside of the phone, but also on the outside. They've always taken what works in phones, such as the almost edge-to-edge display, a dual camera, and a simple yet functional UI. That is also what the new OnePlus 6 represents. And the OnePlus 6 is a workhorse, as you probably already know. It has the latest and greatest Snapdragon 845 CPU, the Adreno 630 GPU, and you have the choice between 6 and 8 gigabytes of RAM, which is incredible. It's really a monster compared to other $500 flagships. And these specs of course describes a phone that's between the $700 and $900 range. And that also just shows that OnePlus cares about customer satisfaction, of course also getting most out of your money. And that is one thing that I like OnePlus for. They really know what we as a consumer wants. Now the OnePlus 6 design is nothing that we haven't seen before. It comes with the almost edge-to-edge display with the little notch up top, like any other Android flagship today. And thanks for that, Apple. It comes with a 6.3-inch Full HD Plus OLED display, which looks very dope. Either a glass or aluminum body. This is the glass version. It's very fingerprinty, but it looks dope as f. And of course also a snapping fast fingerprint scanner, such as a very fast facial recognition. Now the cameras on the back is a dual setup. It has a 16 megapixel sensor with an f1.7 aperture, which is very great for low light photos, a 20 megapixel sensor with a f2.8 aperture, which is also just great at taking, normal regular daylight photos. And the phone right here just takes incredible photos. That's hands down, it's amazing. And I'll show you a little test of it right here. Got some great details in this camera. I'll just show you that. Look at this. Damn, it's good. And of course, video wise, you have the possibility to film up to 4K 60 frames per second, which is just amazing for the, the price tag of $500. You only get that in very expensive phones, such as the Huawei P20 Pro or the Samsung S9 or Note 9. And the front-facing camera also does a really great job. It has a 16 megapixel sensor, which just works like magic. Just take a look right here. Like that. And now it's not Now it's not just an all happily ever after with the OnePlus 6, because they had to make some compromises to get it all this way down low in price. And first off, the phone has a glass back, which means that it should have wireless charging, but it doesn't have, which is a bit of a bummer if you ask me. Not that you need it, but it's always nice to have. Damn. And secondly, the phone has a mono speaker down here. It doesn't have a stereo speaker set, and the mono speaker just doesn't blow me away by any means. And compared to my own Huawei Mate 10 Pro, which has a stereo speaker set, this just doesn't sound that great. And then the fingerprint reader is located a spot where I can't really seem to find it all the time. It's a bit hard sometimes. They could have made it a little bit bigger, maybe round, with some more, some bigger edges so that you could feel your finger is on it. But luckily it's the phone that still keeps the aux, which is something that I'm really much into, because if you have a pair of wired headphones, or if you just have some banging music tests and your friends always, passing the aux onto you when you're in the car, you of course need this. I do. And OnePlus has once again created a phone that people love to use. It's a phone with a very great camera. For the price, it's actually kind of amazing. It has a dope edge-to-edge display with a little notch, but you know, we don't come around that in 2018, unfortunately. Then you have the dual camera setup, which just works like magic all the time. Great selfie camera. And then you have the alert slider, which many other Android phones should have. It's really nice to just click on it all the time. Now, as a former Apple user, I could most definitely recommend purchasing this phone if you want to take the big step over to Android, if you dare, because this phone is amazing. And to other Android users, if you want a mid-range or budget smartphone, well, this is the one to go. It just simply kills every task you put in front of it, and then it's just an amazing piece of tech. Well, I hope you enjoyed my little review of the dope OnePlus 6. I hope to be seeing you in my next video, and you are very much welcome to write a little comment down below what you think is good, what's less good, and what's really just terrible. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Peace up, A-Town.